Good morning, everyone. Good to see you. Today is Sunday, March 13th, and it's actually my birthday. But listen, we want to be here with you. I'd rather be here with you than, just kind of laying around in my bed, just relaxing for today. So we're going to be talking about how to pay off mortgages in 7 years. And today we're going to be, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Let me see here. Okay. All right. Miss Credit Goddess. I want you to help me to kind of keep things in order here for just a second while I focus over here on my board. Rosalie, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Getting my week started. I have a couple of classes that I'm doing for my active clients, so just preparing for that.
All right. So if you go ahead and just kind of mod up everybody, and we're going to go ahead and get started here this morning. And Miss Y CEO, what's happening in your world?
Oh, I found the plug for some Louis Vuitton bags in the wee hours of the morning. It's awesome. I'm trying to resist. I'm like, where you going?
You weren't sleep shopping, were you?
No, my brother called me because he's like me. He likes nice things. He's like,
okay, because I've heard about that. People wake up.
Pick me up a purse.
Yes, I'm looking for some luggage.
People wake up in the morning, found out that they had ordered a bunch of stuff while they were sleeping.
Oh, so I can use that. Okay, thank you.
All right, Miss Valley, how are you this morning?
I'm doing fantastic, especially since it's a party. I like parties, and we partying, we celebrating your day. It's your day. God is good, and you are seeing another day of life.
All right.
So I'm great.
Thank you. All right, Miss Lisa, where are you in the world?
Hey, I am in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
It is obnoxiously cold for Houston, Texas this morning, but Barbara Majeski is forcing me to go on my walk. So I'm still going to enjoy this day. I know I'm going to love it halfway through. So don't let me talk like that. But I'm really excited to be here. Nice to see everybody.
All right. Kurt, there he is. Man, listen, you're not at your home base, Kurt. Listen, you're somewhere else in the world.
Kurt, you're on mute.
Took me a second to figure out how to get this thing done. Yes, I am not at my home base. I am actually in San Diego. So I'll be here for Social Media Marketing World this week. Excited about that. There are a number of creators that I've been working with for the past 2 years that I've never met in real life. I've got about, I was going to say a modest number, but I actually have over 20 meetings set up with brands and other creators and other folks. Man, this is going to be a great week. I get back Friday morning. So yeah, it's going to be a great week.
All right, man.
And
yes.
It's your birthday.
Yes, it is.
I think you have some time for me to do this, right, Don?
Go right ahead, man.
Small tradition that I like to do for people. Let me look at the stage real quick.
Okay.
If Jared's not here. Oh, yeah, Jared's not here, so I've got some time. I can play around a little bit. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dawn. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dawn.
How about that? Listen, folks, that was amazing. All right. See, listen, folks, we've got all kinds of talent on this stage, all kinds of talent. Listen, folks, we're happy to be here. And not only that, but Kurt, listen, folks, if you have a question Okay, you want to get up here. You want to get up here right now and ask your question. And so Kurt's got, he's got everybody all discombobulated, just hiding his talents under a bushel. I say, listen, my wife doesn't even know he can sing. So listen, I'm just telling you, all kinds of talent on the stage. So listen, folks, here's what we're going to do right now. While we're waiting for you to get your questions together, because this is the P.I.L.L method. This is the P.I.L.L method room, how to pay off mortgages in 7 years. Not just your mortgage, but you got student loans, you have car loans, you have credit cards, you have all types of loans. But the problem is we've never learned how the bank makes their money with these loans. We don't know anything about how the amortization schedule works, and we can know. Did you realize we do not have to pay all of that interest? We can cut our interest costs by 50 to 75% and be able to get out of debt in record time. It is amazing. All right, folks. So listen, we're going to do, while we're waiting for some folks to come on up, we're going to do some full moderator intros. We're going to keep it to 30 seconds. And I'll go last. And so, Miss Critic Goddess, will you lead us off, please?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, everyone. My name is Rosalora Lewis, also known as Credit Goddess. I am all things credit and the official credit expert for the P.I.L.L Method crew. Yes, I assist my clients in improving their credit so that way they can gain access to other people's money. And what we mean by other people's money, we're talking about lines of credit, we're talking about personal loan, business loan, commercial loans, whatever it is. Credit is the key to accessing other people's money. So I help with that. I'm also a business credit consultant as well. So if you have a business, I do assist on establishing business credit so that way we can gain corporate credit to grow and scale your business. So if anyone is interested in my services, you guys can definitely tap in with me on my bio. Send your name and email address to 888-557-5778. There's a link to book a consultation. I do not do consultations in text. I need to see your credit profile so that way I can assist you better by just checking your records, pretty much, and tell you exactly what you need to do. But as all of you guys are tuning in with us, I want you guys go ahead and share this room. We have about 38 people in here. We should see 38 shares, because what Don is going to share with you guys is how to pay off your mortgage in 7 years. And it's not just mortgage, like he said, it's student loans, it's credit cards. It's all about saving on interest costs, not just getting approved for the loan, but also saving on interest. Like he said, you're renting, borrowing that money. So we need to pay less rent on the money that we borrow. So he's going to show you guys, and I want you guys to come up with your questions, because no questions is a dumb question, and it actually helps the audience. And if you guys are visual, definitely go to 10klive.com. Is that live videos or?
No, it's ice10kvideos.com.
There you go. ice10kvideos.com.
I'll put it on the top.
All right. So you guys want to tap in so you guys can see a visual to kind of process the information that he's sharing. So definitely thank you guys so much for being here. Next is, who's next?
We're going in PTR order.
Aaron.
PTR order.
Well,
Aaron, you're next.
Good morning, family. Happy Sunday. I am here in the airport. So I'm tuning in to support and serve, and happy blessed birthday.
Thank you so very much.
I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
All right. My name is Kirk Nugent. I get to serve as your producer for this show. If you have ever wanted to get your message out there at scale, right, to be able to serve a larger audience with one speaking engagement, live video is the thing for you. If you've ever wanted to grow and engage an audience, if you've ever wanted to establish yourself as a thought leader, if you've ever wanted to create a steady stream of referral-based opportunities for your business, brand, or passion project, Live video, again, is the thing for you. And I would love to chat with you for 15 minutes, hear what your vision is, see what live video can do, see if we're a match. I don't only train people on how to do this, I have established the easy button. And people like Don like that easy button. And so I will produce the show for you if that makes sense. So definitely tap in with me, kirk10klive.com. Excited about this room, excited about what Don is going to share today. So if you have anything related to the P.I.L.L method, you saw the title of the room, Pay Off Your Mortgage in 7 Years. You probably were intrigued. Do not be bashful or shy. Come on up to the stage and raise your hand. And if you're online, which we do have a couple of people online, and you have been saying good morning, a couple of things. How you doing, Tamara? We want you to type your question in the chat there. We can take questions online just as easily as we can in the Clubhouse room. So we are on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. But Don is intentionally growing on both Clubhouse and YouTube. So we want to make sure you follow him in both places. ice10kvideos.com is going to get you over to his YouTube page. Before you click on the one that says live, click on that subscribe button so that you can be notified when he does go live next week, because this week we're taking off. Don, I think a couple of people are still, suffering from what's this thing called, daylight savings time.
Yes,
right?
I think that's it. I think that's it.
But I'm hoping that those that are here, look, this is a great opportunity. Get your questions answered. You want to do that quickly because it's only going to be about an hour that you'll have this advantage. And then those who thought this was the right time will start coming in. So definitely want to pass the mic over to one of these lovely ladies. I believe we'll pass it to Lisa. Lisa.
All right.
Which Lisa?
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
The mod. We're doing moderator intros, but
moderator intros.
Coming to you, definitely.
I just have a question, so I'm gonna wait till y'all go ahead.
All right, great.
Sure. We want to get to your question.
We definitely want to get to your question, Miss Lisa. I think she's out exercising.
Okay,
I think she's out exercising.
So we already did Valley. So did we? No, we didn't do Valley yet.
Miss Valley, did you introduce yourself yet?
I don't think so.
Good morning. This is Valley Sears Jones, and I am in the great state of Texas, specifically Dallas market. We are all things real estate because we love helping buyers fire their landlord so they can become the lord of their own land. We also work with lots of sellers and investors so that they can liquidate assets, acquire many others, and invest in real estate. So if you need to reach me, you can reach me at valley10k.com.
All right, Miss YCO.
Hey, everybody. Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad to be in this room with you all. I just realized we lost an hour. In my brain, I thought we gained an hour. That's what happens when you get picky. Well, I'm here in the great state of Ohio in snowy Cincinnati. I serve as a certified leadership business coach. In doing that role, I help CEOs and leaders of their companies scale their business. I'm known as the scale specialist. I'm also a certified compliance strategist for lending companies. So I also fund your loans. I make sure you get those loans that you need for your commercial property. I would love to help you with your home, but I'm not qualified to tell you that. But I can help you if you want an investment property, fix or flip. I'm your girl. But in this room, we also have an official lender. So I will advise you to tap into Queen Kenyatta. She's not here right now, but we always want to make sure that we shout out our mods. I do not help you build for today. I help you build for big. So make sure you tap in. You can find me at yco10k.com, or you can just tap into my bio, and you'll hear more about me at the end of the show. Back to you, Don.
All right. My name is Don Daniel. I'm founder of P.I.L.L Method International, a better way to eliminate debt. And we have a book by the same name that has just gone to #1 on Amazon, I think for about the 5th time. And so, yeah, thank you very much, everybody. And listen, that's going to be that's a great birthday present. So listen, in our information, you will find out you do not have to pay interest like you have been taught for the last 88 years. Did you realize the way that we pay interest is 88 years old this year? It started in 1934. 30-year mortgages started then, and then with that algorithm that they use, they actually charge us a lot of interest, but most people are unaware of how all of that works. We are here to tell you the truth about how lending works, and so how you can save up to 75% on that. You can pay off all of your debt in 7 to 9 years. Oh my goodness, 7 to 9 years, all of your debt. That's the mortgages and the student loans and the credit cards and the car loans and the personal loans. Are you kidding? No, I'm not kidding. It can be done. And so we're going to be talking about that today. And I just can't wait to jump in here. Miss Credit Goddess, are you in the building?
I am.
Can you help us run the stage today?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you so very much. All right, Miss Lisa. All right. So, Miss Lisa,
Yes,
tell us a little bit about who you are and from the Poconos. And is that New York?
Pocono Mountains is for lovers. Is up in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Remember the Mount Airy Lodge?
There you go. There you go. All right.
Lovers up here.
All right.
But, my name is Lisa Pringle. I was in transportation for almost 30 years. I'm getting ready to retire this year.
Mhm.
So I'm working on doing real estate, getting my real estate license.
Yes.
And I also would love to learn how to flip the house and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Okay. I'm also a music producer.
Okay.
I'm working on my son's album right now. Christian Lamar is his name. Look him up.
Okay.
He's trying to do his thing.
Okay.
And but my biggest concern is trying to get my affairs back in order. Because I did own a house. Try to make it real quick. I did own a house back in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
I took sick for a couple of times. The first time I was able to modify it or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I took sick again with my spine. I couldn't work for a while.
Right.
My money wasn't coming in right.
Well, tell Miss Lisa, Miss Lisa, tell us where you are in your loan right now. Let's see how we can help.
Okay, well, that's already, I messed that up already. I mean, I'm moving forward. I'm trying to move forward from what I messed up.
Okay.
Because evidently, I should have taken out a secondary insurance that probably would have helped me through the hard times.
Right.
I have it in place now.
Uh-huh.
It's a little late for the state of the house now.
Okay.
Because what I did was I did follow the house. It went to auction. And I followed it through the auction, and an LLC company took it over from me and just took rent from me for the last 3 years. Okay, but I thought at some point they would try to offer it back. I knew it was my house. It was a brand new house.
Right.
I was the first one to live in it. Yeah. So I thought they would have mercy on me once I got on my feet a little better, and I was paying them rent. And I tried to see if they would sell it back to me.
Right.
But the market, as you know it now, this just happened to me now in October 25th.
Yes.
The market went crazy with COVID. So I offered them 190 and they wouldn't take it.
Right.
So they had to put me out because they wanted to get more money.
Right.
They wanted 305. I didn't have 305. So that's where I'm at right now. And trying to build my credit back up so I could try to get another house.
Oh, okay. So you didn't need to talk to me at all.
Really?
It was Rosa Lord that you needed to talk to.
Yeah. Well, no, I also have things to pay off too, like student loans and stuff. So I'm all mixed up in there with everything y'all do.
Okay. So
need a little bit of everybody.
All right. So let's try to pin this down. If you were to say, my question is, what would that be?
My question is, what could I do to bring my credit score up a lot faster? So I could, instead of rent, I don't really want to rent anymore. I would rather go right to another home.
There you go. Now that pinned it right down. So that just took it right out of my lap and dumped it right into Credit Goddess's lap.
Okay.
Go right ahead, Credit Goddess.
Okay, so during my consultation, I like to pull up your credit report to kind of know exactly what is going on with your credit, so I can give you a defined answer for you, because everyone's credit profile is different and there's so many different strategies, because there are 5 components to a credit score, to your credit score. You have payment history, you have available credit, you have the length of credit, you also have types of credit that's reporting on your credit report, and then also if you have multiple inquiries. So I don't know what that is, but I'm going to ask you some questions so I can kind of give you answer, but I still would like for you to book a consultation so I can tell you. It's like going to a doctor and you're asking the doctor or you're telling the doctor all of your symptoms, but a stomach ache can be applied to any symptom that's out there that's related to stomach ache. So I can't just give you an answer pertaining to that. I need to know how long that's been going on. I need to know like how severe and all those things so I can give you an accurate answer. So if I hope you understand what I mean when I'm talking about your credit. So I can't give you an accurate answer unless I look at your credit report. Okay, so that's the reason why you want to book a consultation. Now I'm going to ask you some questions so I can kind of get an idea. All right, so within the last 2 years, do you have anything negative that's reporting on your credit?
Yes.
What is it?
Well, my son's student loan is about like, what was it, 15 grand, something like that. I was paying on it, but like I said, I fell behind and everything. They did give us a grace right now that I don't have to start paying again until I think July because of the COVID. But that stands out when I do talk to somebody about a house. They want to know what's going on with that.
Okay, so is the student loans reporting late, or is just that you're not paying on it?
It's just right. Well, it's just sitting there right now. Yeah, I'm not paying.
Is in deferment, forbearance.
Right. Yeah. Well, they said that I don't have to. When I called them, they said I don't have to start paying again to July.
Okay.
They gave me grace or something. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so student loans are not negative. I don't. Everybody look at that as a negative thing. It's only negative. It's only negative when we're applying it to your debt to income ratio, right? Because if you have student loans and you're trying to acquire another debt, a mortgage broker like Valley, are you a mortgage broker or a realtor? Is she?
I'm not a broker.
You're not a broker. Okay, I thought you were a broker. Okay, so someone like a mortgage broker would ask you your financials. They want to know what your income is, and they want to know your current debt to see if you can qualify and be eligible for a new loan, right? So they want to take a look at your income, and that's the reason why a lot of people would look at student loans as a negative thing, because that is holding them back because it's over their debt to income ratio. But if you're paying on it, or they'll take, I think right now they take 0.5%. Before they would take 1% of what your loan is, but now they take 0.5% of what your loan is to add that towards your debt to income ratio. So that's one thing. So as long as it's not reporting late, within the last 2 years, then you're good to go. So we set that aside. Is there anything else that is negatively reporting on your credit?
Okay, I tried. Like I said, I had the foreclosure that happened back in 2018. Now I've been trying to get in touch with the mortgage company, Carrington Mortgage. They took over for Bank of America. It's still saying on there that it's 100 days late or something like that. And I'm like, if I don't have a mortgage with them anymore, I don't know why it's still showing up that I'm 100 days late, and I already had lost the house.
Okay, so that's inaccurately reporting if it's showing 100 days late as of today. That's inaccurately reporting, so you definitely need to work on that. Do you have any late payments?
No, not really. I mean, I did pay down my 2 credit cards, the 30%, like they told me. I know about that to get the credit cards down.
Any collections within the last 2 years with a balance?
Yeah, 2. I think I have 2.
Okay, and then you say you brought your utilization down to 30%.
Right, the credit card. Mm-hmm.
All right. The more you bring it down, the more points you will gain if you bring it down to 10% at least. And then what would you say your oldest account is on your credit report?
Is that student loan?
How old is it?
Oh, wow. Probably 2015.
Okay. Well, that's about 7 years. So that's good. Believe it or not. Any accounts that's reporting see, a lot of us are almost near the 700 credit score because we have student loans. That's actually factoring into that third part of your category, which is the length of credit, how long you had credit for. And believe it or not, those student loans are actually helping you in that category, which makes up 82.5 points. So you have the 6 month, you have 2 years, you have 5, 8, and 15 years that you will gain points in that category. So because you already have 7 years on that student loan, it's actually helping you in that category. You gradually gain the 82.5 points, but that's within 12 years you'll gain it. So because you have that student loan, it's actually helping you. Removing it will actually drop your score because of it. So I'm just explaining that to anyone that's in the audience, because I get that a lot. My student loans are hurting my credit. No, it's not. No, it's not. Any profile, any account that's reporting with age to it is actually helping. So as long as it's not late, reporting late, you're good to go. So what is your current credit score, if you don't mind me asking?
567, I think right now.
And where are you pulling that from?
Was it Experian? I think it was.
Okay. Okay, so there's some work that we need to do, because even though you have 7 years of history, you're bringing your balance down to 30%. There is something that's actually hurting your scores even more. So I need to take a look at it, because all the questions that I ask you and where your credit score is, there's something that's bringing it down. So I need you to book a consultation with me so I can tell you exactly what's affecting it. But, and this is for anyone that is looking to purchase a home, make sure that there is nothing that's affecting your credit within the last 2 years, because anything within the last 2 years is what's factoring into your score. So make sure that you don't have any late payments. And if you're looking to purchase a home next year or in a year or two, make sure that you maintain your credit by paying your bills on time, because that makes up 35% of your score. That's 192.5 points affected. If you have one late payment, it can easily drop 100 points. And it takes 6 to 9 months to rebound from one late payment. 3 years to rebound from 2 late payment back to back. So you don't ever want to be late. And if you know you're going to be late, make an arrangement with your creditor and your lender and let them know what your financial situation is and set up an arrangement. So that way the late payment is not reflected on your credit. All right. That's the largest part of your credit score, making your payments on time. So the second part is don't overextend your credit. Don't go over 30%. I hear that a lot, but I say ideally you want to be under 10%. You can max out on your credit, but find out what your statement date is, which is the end of the billing cycle, and make sure that is not reflected the overextended credit that you've been using for whatever the reason is. Make sure that is not reporting that you have overextended your credit, because that makes up 165 points, and maxing it out, you can easily lose that. So you want to make sure that is not reflecting a high balance. So find out when your statement date is. It's not about the due date. Due date is just to not suffer the consequences by paying late fees and things like that, but you don't want it to reflect a high payment. Those two, payment history and how much credit you have left, both makes up 65% of your score.
Wow.
So make sure that you have that under order. And then the third thing is don't close out your credit cards. Okay. If you close out your credit cards, as I mentioned, that third category is 82.5 points, is how long you had credit for. And you gradually gain it as years go by. So you don't want to close out your oldest credit card, because if you do, then you lose points there. Adding a new credit line or opening up a new account will decrease that age too. So there's no way around that one. You just want to make sure that you build and keep those accounts open. So as time progresses, you gain points in that category that makes up 15%. And then make sure you have diversified your credit profile. You don't want to just have one credit card. For those of you that are scared of credit, right? You don't want to just have one credit card. You want to diversify it by having a minimum of 3 credit cards, 1 installment account. An installment account can be an auto loan, student loan, a mortgage. All right. You want to have 1 of those and 3 credit card minimum to jumpstart your credit. And if you haven't started building credit at all, do understand that it takes 6 months to actually establish a score. So if you haven't started, start, because 6 months is 6 months down the line. So you want to have something reporting and start building some type of history, because the moment that you're trying to buy a home, start a business, even apply for a loan in any capacity, they want to check your credit profile. Your credit profile is your financial resume. They want to know how experienced you are. So if you haven't tapped into the credit game, you definitely want to do that, so that way you can show how experienced you are with paying back your loans. And applying Don's P.I.L.L method will help you save on interest costs. So don't focus on the interest, focus on interest costs. So that way we're not paying so much of what we're borrowing. All right. So I hope that helps. I wasn't just talking to Lisa. I was talking to everyone in the audience. I hope that helped. And if you guys have any questions, you guys can definitely come up and ask.
That would
Thank
be
you.
great. Listen,
Goddess, I just want to add on one thing on top of everything fabulously that you said. Like, so a lot of times I get buyers potentially who are looking to also do down payment assistance. Down payment assistance is apps. I love down payment assistance, but please know that majority of the time it's not that you're not going to have to come out of your pocket $0. You do need to have some skin in the game. There are programs, yes, that might help you with your closing costs, because when you buy a house, you need to have down payment money and closing costs. So yes, you can get your down payment covered potentially through a program, whatever state that you're potentially in. But most of those programs, you need your credit scores to be at least a 620 or higher. But keep in mind, when you utilize down payment assistance, though, the interest rates on those programs are going to be higher compared to if you just get your credit together and you could go conventional FHA or whatever whatever loan product best suits your situation, the rates are going to be lower. But outside of that, you still have some skin in the game, unless maybe your realtor is helping out, the lender is helping out, the seller is helping out. But if none of those people help out, you have to have some skin in the game. So please do not wait, like Credit God said, until the last minute and then you want to go apply for a loan, especially if now you're adding new trade lines. Lenders are going to look at that and say, well, a lot of those trade lines are brand new. So please prepare yourself. Whatever that time frame is, 3 months, 6 months, you can never start early enough to prepare yourself. That way, if you're in a lease, you have time when that lease renewal comes, you can deny the lease renewal because you prepped months before to be ready to purchase a home.
wow, wow. Thank you, Valley. Thank you, Credit Goddess. All right. So, folks, you just heard it from two experts
Hey,
here.
Don, you're muted on Clubhouse.
And one more question with the credit cards. I keep hearing so many different things. If I paid the whole credit card off, is that okay to do, or should I always leave a little balance on there or something every month?
Leave a little balance, because nothing plus nothing equals nothing. So okay. you don't want to leave, you don't want to just zero it out, because there's nothing reporting, because you want to, okay, so there's a due date, which you have to make sure that you pay your bills on time, so that way you're not charging interest. There's a statement date, which is the end of your statement, your billing cycle. And then you have the reported date, which is what they report. So if you leave nothing for them to report, then there's not enough data for them to accurately give you a score. You know what I'm saying? So you ever get like a 0, it's just a 0. So you want to leave at least 1%. If you're the type of person to pay off everything, just leave 1% of your limit, so that way you can be scored.
Oh, okay, that's good. That was important to me, because somebody told me the same thing. Don't let it zero out, because I only have like maybe $25 left on both cards to pay right now, and after I make those last 2 payments, I just have to get spent again, I guess, right?
That's good. That's good. See, I get mixed with people that just want to pay off their credit card because they're just tired of paying bills, and I know many of you guys are down there in the audience that feel that way. You're tired of paying bills, so once you come into some good amount of money, you just want to pay the credit card off and be done with it. But I want you guys to understand that a credit card is a tool, right? So a better use of it, if you have a debit card and you pay your bills with it, why not just use your credit card to pay the bills, and then you use your debit card to pay it back? You want one to rinse out the other. So you want to strategize what type of bill that you want to put on that card, because you use your debit card anyway. But guess what? The debit card is not helping you build credit. It's not reporting. I know there are some credit products. I've seen it. I've seen it where, if you have a debit card, it helps you build your credit. I'm still trying to figure that part out. But you want to use your credit card, so that way, especially if you have cards that have perks, that they give you just by using it, you definitely want to tap into that, because that's free money. They're actually paying you to use your credit. So strategize what type of bills that you want to put on there. All recurring bills, whether it's a light bill, water bill, your car insurance, car note for some lenders that will allow you to use your credit card for that. Rents. I know if you use Plastique, you can pay your rent and your mortgage with that. I mean, you got to look for different ways to do that. And then you use your debit card to pay it back. But that also comes with some budgeting skills, some basic budgeting skills. So that way you're not overextending yourself too. And then also knowing when to pay it down. So that way it's not reflecting that high balance. So there's a lot to go with it. And I am applying that or teaching that in my class. I'm doing live group coaching for any of my active clients, along with Queen Candace. I don't know if you guys know her, but she's a money management specialist. And we are both coming together to offer this type of live coaching for our clients, because we realize maintaining your credit, you got to also have good money management as well. They go both hand in hand. So that is what we're offering to our active clients. So if anyone's interested, you guys can definitely tap in.
Credit Goddess, how would we tap in? How would these folks tap in to get that information you just talked about?
Well, that's going to be available in my live coaching. But if you guys want to hire me for services or even book a consultation, text your name and your email address to the number in my bio. And for those that are on the other platforms like YouTube and Twitter, you can't see my bio, it's 888-557-5778. That's 888-557-5778. Text your name and your email address, and there will be a link that will send you straight to the booking so you can book a consultation, and I can tell you which program best fits you. I have DIYs and done for you. So there's no reason why you should be tapping onto your credit and getting that together. And if you want to see any of my other services, go to creditgoddess10k.com. That's creditgoddess10k.com.
And Credit Goddess, we have that posted online for you. That's going out on the live stream right now. So creditgoddess10k.com. Thank you so very much. Miss Lisa, are you complete?
Thank you very much. Y'all did good. y'all answered all my questions.
All right. All right. All right. Mr. Juwan, I see you're on the stage. Do you have a question this morning?
Yes, sir. I wanted to see if you could go over. I got a car note example. I want to see if you can break it down.
Well, tell me what's your question about it?
The car note's $585 a month.
Yep.
The principal just had it.
So let me tell me what it is you want. What you're looking for with the car payment?
Pay it off faster.
Pay it off faster. Is that the only debt you have?
Pretty much, yeah.
No, you said pretty much. That means no.
I mean, the only other debt I got is like student loan debt.
Okay, you got student loan debt and a car loan.
Yeah. Okay,
so now why do you want to pay off the car loan? Talk to us about that.
It's just gonna free up for more money for me to invest in my real estate and hopefully probably real estate probably.
I get you. So what we want to do, Juwan, is not just focus on how to pay off the car sooner. We want to focus on how to pay less interest on all of your debt. It's the interest that's hurting you, not necessarily the car loan. Okay. So let me go ahead and put the car loan in here and let me show you what I'm talking about. Where was the car loan, or what was the term on the car loan? Was it a 5-year loan or 6-year loan, a 7-year loan? What was the term?
I believe it was 5 year.
5 year. That would be 60 months. Okay. And what's the payment on that car loan?
$585.19.
585.19. And the interest rate?
What is the interest rate on here?
And whatever you're listening to watching this example, please turn down the volume.
Yeah, we're hearing that. Come back to us.
Interest rate is 17.37.
17.37. Now, here's what most people are looking at, Juwan. They look at that interest rate and think, well, that's outrageous. But when you take a look at the interest cost, we might be able to do something about that based on what your interest costs are on your other loans. So what I'm looking at is a car that started out right around $23,300. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a 5-year loan. So let's take a look at the principal payment is on this $247.07 on the very first payment, and $338.12 on the interest payment. So we got 247 and 338. How long have you been in this loan? About
Probably 2 years.
2 years. Do you know how much you still owe? That-
21,000.
About 21,000. Okay. Well, if you owe about 21,000, so you started out at 23. Okay. 21,000 takes you in about 9 months. So it's going to be really important to give you some accurate information. We're going to really need some accurate numbers.
No, I'm looking. Oh yeah, it's a year.
Okay. So
it looked like from April 5th, 2021 to
Mhm.
March 11th, 2022.
Okay. So, and what you're doing here, there's a couple of things you can do. Are you paying on the student loans right now?
No, they're in deferment.
They're in deferment. Okay. And this is the only other loan that you got carrying interest.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you were to take a look at all of your bills right now, all of your bills, once you pay all of your bills, and this is what I need for you to do is take a look at what my income is for the month and what I'm paying for the month, how much I pay out. That will tell you how much you have left over. So if you were to take a really good guess, how much would you have left over after everything is taken care of? I'm talking about gas. I'm talking about electricity. I'm talking about rent. I'm talking about everything. When you got everything paid, how much is left over?
For the month?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like, it gotta be around maybe 3,000, 4,000 probably.
Left over?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have that much left over, so here's what I'm trying to tell you is that most people don't look at that kind of money as what they can do to apply to a loan like this. Let me tell you something right now. If you were to take about $3,000 and apply it to this loan, you knock out about 1 year's worth of payments and save quite a bit of interest. So what you want to do is take some and just put it into savings and then find out how much to pay and when to pay. Now that's where you come to us. Now, once you pay all of this off, what are you hoping to do?
You said about 3,000, huh?
No, I'm just saying about 3,000 knocks off about a year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And saves you quite a bit of interest. But what you really want is a focused approach. You want to know exactly how much to pay, what month to pay it in, and what day of the month to pay it on. Correct. You've been in here before, so you know that paying extra saves you interest. But how much extra and when to pay it, you'll be able to zero down and say, well, with this amount of money, I can save the maximum amount of interest per dollar. You never want to pay too much at the wrong time. You don't want to pay too little. You don't want to pay too much. Okay. So here's what you can do in the meantime. Find out, and most places where you can make your car loan, okay, make your payment. Now, who has this? Is this a bank or is it?
Yeah, bank.
Okay. So what you would do is divide your car payment into 4 and pay 1/4 of it every week. And make sure the 4th payment reaches the bank by the time the payment is due. Because what you're being charged interest daily, and it adds up for the month. Well, if you give them 1/4 of the payment, then they have to keep restarting the interest clock every time you do that. It makes it impossible for them to charge you all that interest they were charging you before if you just pay 1/4 of your car payment every month. That's something simple you can do, and it doesn't take any more money. And because you're paying less interest, you're going to start getting ahead on that loan. Now, if you want to know how to do something even better, here's what you can do. Please go to ice10klive.com and find the button that says get a savings and earnings report. Fill out the information there, and our program can tell you exactly how much to pay, when to pay, the month to pay it in, and the day of the month to pay it on. So if you use a program like this, you're not putting on extra every single month. You only are doing it at strategic times during the year so that the program can calculate how much actual interest you could save. So right now, from the very beginning on this loan, the bank wanted about, from what I can figure out, about $11,700 in interest on this loan.
Mm-hmm.
So by paying it off early, that's what you're saving on this $11,000. That's what's keeping you from paying it off faster. So, and applying the principal money to principal at strategic times, you can save more of that $11,700 instead of less. So the bank wanted you to pay about 50% of what you borrowed on this loan, and you don't have to. So there's two things that I just gave you that you can kind of work on. One you can do on your own. The other one we can help you with, and you can save a lot more money if you have help. Last thing, you said you want to get into what, real estate investing?
Yep, and I have one more question on this loan too, because I'm also in a refinance period. What do you think about that?
Oh, and what do you think refinancing is going to do?
It'll drop my interest rate.
It'll drop your interest rate, but what will it do for your interest cost?
True. I knew you was gonna say something like that.
Okay. So that's what you want to know. You want to know, what is my interest cost when I make a payment? What is my interest cost going to be if I make this decision? Okay. Let me ask you another question before you go. Based on that,
Mm-hmm.
if your loan payment was 0% interest, no interest at all,
Mm-hmm.
is there any benefit to paying the loan off faster? Financial benefit?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It would be. What would it be?
If I had no interest rate?
If you had no interest, what is there any financial benefit to paying it off early?
Yeah, because it'd be less money coming out of my income every month if I would get it off my debt. It'd still be a debt, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it'll still save me money if I can pay it off early. So
okay, it'll save you money. How? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it'll save me money in the long run.
How?
Because I won't have that debt coming out no more. I'll have that income will be in my pocket, or be able to invest that or something.
You'll be able to invest it. Okay, but I'm talking about the loan itself. Is there any financial benefit on the loan itself?
Hey, Joanna.
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
So here's what we're talking about, Joanne.
No.
So your point, the thing I'm trying to point out here is you're looking at the loan itself. You're looking at the loan,
mm-hmm.
and you're trying to make a decision based on interest rate, but the interest cost is what's killing you.
Important. Right.
And by refinancing, you want to be able to answer the question, am I going to have less interest to pay overall if I refinance or if I stay right where I am? If you can't answer that question, don't refi until you can answer that question. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so you want to know what the real problem is, focus on the real problem and see if you can fix it. Most people refi because they've been told that somehow by refining it makes it better, but they're doing with absolutely no data.
You're right.
So we can help you with that and to grab the right amount of data. What do you think about that, sir?
That sounds good.
Credit Goddess, what do you got for us?
I want to ask a rhetorical question.
Come on.
To Jawan. So when Don asked you, is there any financial benefit in paying off the car note or paying off any loan with no interest? And you said, well, it would save me from having to pay monthly. So I want to ask you this question. What would be the difference if you didn't get the loan, but saved the money to buy it fully in cash with no interest, or not having to pay any interest? What's the difference with saving the money, if you didn't get it, saving the money to then buy it in full, to buy it in cash or pay it in full, than if you have gotten a loan with no interest. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So yeah, because see, a lot of times we tend to focus so much on I'm paying monthly, but what Don is sharing with you guys is how to save on interest costs, which is renting the money that you borrowed. So if it's little to no interest, I mean, there's no benefit of paying it off, because it's the same concept if you had to save the money to buy it and, you know, pay it in full.
Exactly.
So when we are financing with high interest, what he is showing you guys is how to save on interest costs over time, because now this is when we're paying more of what we're borrowing than you know, if we were to save the money. Because a lot of people are afraid to finance because of, oh, I don't want to pay double. Well, Don is trying to show you how not to pay double. So that's the rhetorical question I want to ask. And this is for anyone. Well, I would just want to pay it off, so, you know, I don't have a bill. But that's not the issue, though.
Yeah.
So just wanted to share that.
No, that makes sense.
Right. And besides that, you would want to put that money somewhere else where it could do you some good, because this money would cost you nothing. Right now, if you have a $23,000 loan, the bank wants 11.7, they want you to pay back. The car is now the car now costs $35,111. What you want to do is cut back so it doesn't cost you 35 grand to buy a $23,000 car. Okay, nope.
Correct.
Don.
Yes.
Don, hi, it's Pearl.
Pearl, how are you doing?
Hi, everybody. Don, I have a question for you. Okay?
Pearl, can listen, can we we've got some folks that have been on the stage for a while. Can we get to those folks? Can you hang out for a little bit?
Well, I kind of have to get back to my class in 7 minutes.
Okay, go ahead then.
Okay, I'm sorry, everyone, but this might help.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to clear out something, confirm with you.
Yes.
It's quite okay to refinance, because in the market that's good, you can cash out. Mm-hmm. Now in the refinance, you start from day one, but then you can still apply the P.I.L.L method and start paying off. Mm-hmm. Right?
Well, it all depends. Here's what I'm saying is that if you refinance, you have to know why you're refinancing.
I understand that, but I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if you can cash it out and refinance, start from day one, mm-hmm. but once you get that amortization table, mm-hmm. you can start also, pay with the method you have. Yes,
you can.
The principal.
We can. Let's see, with the method I have.
Why not?
I said you can. You can. You can use them. You can use the method on your current loan, or you can use the method on your refinanced loan.
Absolutely. Okay, great.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes.
I just want to confirm what I think it is doable.
Right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And as for the audience, what I'm doing now is putting a $350,000 loan on the screen at 5%. Okay, at 30 years.
Okay? And this is Jared, real quick. Just
hey, Jared.
If you want to see this live on your laptop, your iPad, or your desktop, you can go over to those devices, type in ice10kvideos.com, choose the option that shows that it's live, and you'll be able to see this example live on your screen. Just wanted to share that for anybody that's new to the room. And shout out Miss Cooper Home Loans and Kelly and all the moderators, and happy birthday, Don.
Thank you, Jared. I'm working on my birthday, but you know what?
Do we have a birthday today?
I love working on my birthday.
Oh, we're having a birthday party.
All right. So here's what I have. I've got a $350,000 loan on the screen at 5%. It's 360 months. That's 30 years. The payment, the principal and interest payment is $1,878.88. So, I did something wrong. Hold on for a second, folks. I got to get this off the screen. So I want to point this out right now. Okay. So now when we are looking at these loans, and I want folks to realize when you're comparing of interest rates, you're comparing an interest rate on the term that's being offered, whether it's between 2 30-year loans or two 20-year loans, or a 20-year loan versus a 30-year loan. Those are the numbers you're working with, okay? So here is the interest cost on this loan at 5%. Is $326,396.80. That's almost as much as you borrowed. In fact, total interest paid as a percentage of principal is 93%. Okay, so we've got this loan here, and our payments break down like this: $420.55 goes to principal, $1,458.33 goes to interest. Okay, and I said, oh my God, look at this loan, 5%. It's killing me. All right, but when we attack a loan, and so people say, well, why don't you just double up? Well, double up, that's what? That's $3,600. That's what they're thinking when they're thinking doubling up. Here's what I need you all to focus on. The interest is not money you borrowed. You didn't borrow that money. That's rent on your money. Look at the principal column only. That's what you're attacking the loan with. So if we start this loan on payment number 1, and we look at payment number 2, which the principal payment is $422.30. Did you realize while you're still in this first month of this loan, you could actually prepay the $422.30. If you prepay that in the same month, then you're paid down to the principal balance on line 2, because all of that money went to principal. Your next mortgage payment for month 2 is actually on line 3 of the schedule. You skip all the way down to here. What just happened? You just eliminated line 2 for only $422.30, and the interest of $1,456.58 on line 2 is canceled. It's eliminated. You don't have to pay it. Now, here's the point I'm trying to make with refinancing, okay? Or getting, and then still applying the method. It can. So I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to use this. I just wanted to, what I want to do is just duplicate this tab. Okay, I'm going to duplicate the loan. All right, but we're going to change the interest rate to 3. I could drop that interest rate to 3 instead of 5. That's 2 whole points. Look at that. Boom. All right, so now my payment is $1,475.61 versus $1,878. Wow, look at that. $1,878, $1,475. Oh man, that's about $400. All right, now when I go down to take a look at this payment now, I lowered the interest rate. Now remember, when we attacked this loan, we were attacking the other loan with $400 payments. If I attack this loan with $422, I skip line 2. When I lower the interest rate, look at my principal payment now. It's $602.11. So if I lower the interest rate, am I actually making it harder to pay the loan off early? The answer is yes, because now I got to come up with $600 instead of the $400. Look at that. So let me give you another example. Look at cumulative principal and cumulative interest. All right. When I look at cumulative principal, that's the 3rd column and the 4th column. Cumulative principal means is in 12 months is $5,163.84. That's how much principal I paid down in 1 year on this loan. But do I have to pay this money in 12 monthly installments? The answer is no. If I had it, I could give it to the bank all at once on line 1. I'd be paid down to line 12 in 1 month. And I skip paying the interest between line 2 and line 12. All of that interest is gone. I never have to pay that. Look what happens with $5,000 with the lower interest rate loan. $5,000 only takes me to about payment number 8, between 8 and 9. $5,000 only takes me down to line 8 or 9, not 12. Because see, the whole idea is to pay the thing off. So if you're going to accelerate paying it off, then get the right interest rate for your income that's going to facilitate when you make a principal payment. You're going to knock out more payments, because and when folks point out the interest cost on each line, then all you have to say is interest costs that I skip don't matter. Interest costs you skip don't matter. So this is what I'm saying. When people want to refi, yes, you can do it, but you could be making it harder for yourself if you refi. So you want to be able to answer this question. If I stay in my loan the way it is and accelerate the payoff on the loan using the P.I.L.L method, will I pay less interest overall than if I refi and then use the P.I.L.L method? I never know. I have to run the numbers both ways on these loans, and then the numbers will tell you whether you're going to come out better or worse. And better or worse means how much interest am I going to pay overall to cancel this debt? And by refining, you can actually end up paying more interest than you wanted to pay. It can happen. So what we want to do is do the math both ways and find out which way is going to be the best way for you. And here's the last thing I'm going to say on this. It is not automatic that by lowering the interest rate, you're putting yourself in a better financial position. It is not automatic by a long shot. You've got to do the math. Jared, back to you, sir.
All right. So Don, when it comes to your service, how will people get in touch with you so that they can figure out the month, day, and year they can be debt free?
It's pinned at the top of it's pinned at the top. Listen, folks, ice10klive.com. If you go, if you put that into your browser, it will take you to my digital card, and on that card you'll see get a savings and earnings report. Click on that button, follow all of the directions, and when you do, you are going to go to our financial page. You can put in all of your financial information there. Someone from my staff will give you a call and set up a consultation. You will know the month, day, and year you could be debt free, how much interest you could save, and with that savings and interest, we'll show you how you can develop your own family bank and start growing your generational wealth with monies that you formerly were going to pay in interest to the banks. How about that? All right, Jared.
That sounds good. And we have some new moderators, so I'm definitely going to have them introduce themselves in a second. But before we do, you also have this information in a best-selling book on Amazon. I would love for you to tell people a little bit about what inspired the book, what they can get from the book, then also the partnership that's a part of it. And if the partner's not here, I can talk about it on his behalf.
Oh, I would love it if you would do that, Jared. Okay, listen, folks, I have Jared is right. We do have a best-selling book on Amazon, and I think this is about the 5th time it made it to #1 on Amazon. And it's called The P.I.L.L Method, A Better Way to Eliminate Debt. Get the book today. All right, get the book today, and we'll also give you a 10K card that goes along with it. Now, here's what's amazing: the 10K card is worth $100. The 10K card we're giving away costs more than the book. Get the book and get a 10K card that goes along with it. And listen, you'll find out that this information is like none other. Out of 33 million titles on Amazon, out of 33 million titles, there's only one that focuses on how amortization schedules work and how to defeat them, giving you a proven plan on how to defeat it. And then we talk about how you can use computers to maximize your interest savings. Oh my goodness. That's what it's all about. Maximizing your interest savings. And this is the only book on Amazon that actually gives you a track to run on. So get the book and get the card. So 10K. Are you in the building to tell us about why that the 10K card is so valuable? Come on, Jared.
Let me tell you something. If you want the 10K card, this is the place to get it. Because not only will you get the 10K card, you get the value with the book. And when you get the book, what you need to do is go to ice10klive.com. You click get your savings and earnings report. Make sure you sign up first. Once you do that and you have the book, you go to step 3 on the card that says get your 10K card. What you do is you upload, you'll take a screenshot of the receipt, upload it, fill out your information, and me and my team will get you a 10K card. With this 10K card, you can put all of your social media, all of your businesses, just like the card above. You can check out Jared's card, jared10k.com, and all the other ones. This is what you'll have for your business. Your business will have so much traction because of it. And also, you'll have generational wealth saving information with the book. Buy a book for your friends, your family. As many books as you buy, you get it that many 10K cards. Back to you, Doc.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Jared, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What did I tell you, Rose? What did I tell you?
Wait a minute. Like, how do you memorize exactly what he was saying?
Let me tell you something. That's my favorite part of what you think is. Let me tell you something. But anyways, yeah. So I'll go back to Jared. So yeah, buy the book for sure. Great read, great gift for your family. Get it for your kids in college. Get them started with this mindset, and then you get a 10K card. If you want the instructions written out, go to the chat, and you'll see the instructions to get online and see this live on your screen, as well as get the savings and earnings report, as well as the 10K card. I love the chat. Helps you break down some of the information. With that being said, though, we got a packed stage, so I want to make sure that we get to Lovely, JP. We heard from Pearl, Moses, and Michael. But before we do that, I would quickly love for Ms. Cooper, Kelly, and Giuseppe to introduce themselves. And Lovely, thank you so much for your patience. We'll be getting to you right after. So, Ms. Cooper, please introduce yourself.
And Ms. Cooper, when you do, please mention your Get Access tour, if you don't mind.
Oh, thank you. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes.
I have a red bar.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, hi, everybody. My name is.
No, we can hear you. Go for it.
Oh, we lost her. Oh, man. All right. She'll be back. She'll be back.
All right, Kelly, quickly introduce yourself. Thanks.
Hello. Happy birthday, Don.
Thank you.
I would sing, but I haven't had my coffee yet. Good morning, everyone. I'm Kelly Russell. I'm the owner of Self Care Holistic, which is an e-commerce business with a retail location in Wilmington, Delaware, with Miss Cooper. And I am here to obviously sing happy birthday and support the room and learn all of these gems that Don is teaching us as we scale in our businesses and our personal life, especially with the networking that I've done personally on Clubhouse. It's very important for me and my audience to learn how these methods can be applied in our personal and business. I thank you, Don, for this room. If anybody needs anything from me, I'm available for consultations. You can check my bio on Instagram. I have a link to all the services that I provide. I do help business owners acquire credit through vendor credit to scale their businesses. So I'm here as a responsible citizen of debt to learn how to minimize what I'm paying and keep money in my pocket for me and my family. And I thank you, Don, for leading the course with that. Hopefully Ms. Cooper could come back on whenever she gets a signal. But if you need information about her program that's coming up in Boston, I can send you that information as well. Thank you so much for having me, Don.
Great. Hey, Miss Kelly, I need to talk to you.
Awesome. Just that'd be a quick intro, and then we'll get to Lovely.
Well, okay, I just want to say, Miss Kelly, I need to talk to you sometime today. I'm going to need some of your products come for my program that's coming up in May. Okay.
Whatever you want, customized, sealed, delivered, and approved. I got you. Just call me.
Thank you.
All right, Giuseppe.
Hi, happy birthday, Don. My name is Giuseppe. I'm an Italian real estate investor since 1991. Love to be here because in all my life I invested in Dubai, Brazil, Argentina before I started to invest in USA, Florida, 2006. I never changed it there. USA is the best country in the world in the real estate market, and I'm the right proof that if you are at work, if you use your knowledge, you can realize incredible number. Because in 6 years, I passed to be homeless, sleep in a car. Today, I'm owner, CEO of group corporation because my company is one of the 3 companies in all USA start to receive the rent this year in cryptocurrency. For this, when you have a knowledge, you are able to use real estate, blockchain, metaverse, and cryptocurrency. Why I'm here? To increase my knowledge about the mortgage because I'm immigrant yet, and you imagine only this year, after 6 years, and all property that I have, I start to receive my mortgage, my loan to buy the commercial property. Check my Instagram about myself, my website, everything. If you check, you know that what they say, what they do is the same thing. Honored to be here, very tired, but back to you, Don.
All right.
All right. And last but not least, the real 10K card is in the building. And then Lovely, we're gonna go to you.
Hey, super good morning, Jared. Thanks for that intro. Hey, Don, happy birthday, man. Until yesterday, I thought you actually came from a lab. So now I realize that it's your birthday. I'm like, okay, it's probably human. So, good morning, Don. Let's use this day to really thank you for everything that you're offering to mankind, because what you're doing is literally making life better for others. And by you sharing your experience, your knowledge, and most importantly, your formula in business to help others win, there's no better way to honor God for creating such a spectacular human being. So again, happy birthday from our house to yours. And the House of 10K card fully supports you. And we're looking forward to that awesome event coming up in May 20 to the 22nd. So I guess we'll get into that a little later. All right, back to you, Jared.
All right. Thank you to all the moderators for being here. And Lovely, thank you so much for your patience. We're going to jump right to you so you can ask your questions. So Lovely.
Good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning.
So I have a question about paying off the loan, my mortgage.
Yes.
7 years. How would I do that?
Okay, so it's an average of 7 to 9 years. Okay, some people a little more, some people a little less, but I can give you some pointers. We actually use a computer program that tells you exactly what to do and when to do it, and then we can actually show you when the month, day, and year you could be debt free in your situation. But our average is 7 to 9 years. Would you like to share a little bit of information about your mortgage with us?
Sure, and I'm actually watching it too on live. So
oh, good. So you can see your numbers right on screen.
Yeah, my mortgage, I haven't been in my home for a year. It'll be a year in July.
Okay.
But
So
it's 220,000.
that's where it started, 220,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 220,000. And what's the interest rate?
2.75.
2.75. Congratulations. All right. 30-year loan.
Yes.
Okay. So now what we're looking at here is just the principal and interest payment of $898.13. All right. Now, have you ever been to my room before?
I have, but I was only in there briefly.
You're in for a treat. All right, Miss Lovely.
Okay.
All right. So here's what you find out when you sign for this loan. Out of $220,000, you found out at closing that they wanted you to pay $103,326.80 in interest on that loan, making the loan a total of $323,000. So here's the true cost of your home is $323,000 in a $220,000 neighborhood. Do you want to pay that much for your home?
Not at all.
Not at all. So the total interest paid as a percentage of principal is not 2.75. It's actually 46.967. It's almost 50%. It's 46%. Look at that. This number, 103,000 is 46, almost 47% of the $220,000. But let's see what we can do about that. I'm rolling down to payment number 1. It's going to be a little delayed behind. So what you're seeing here now, are you seeing now payment number 1?
I don't see it.
Okay. It's I've just scrolled down. 393.96. Are you seeing that now?
Yes,
Okay, great. So you want to turn down the volume on whatever you're watching us on in the background. And
I've
then,
already did.
all right, we're going to go over that. So I'm going to need you to help me in order to do this. All right, Miss Lovely? It'll work better this way.
Okay.
Hey, Don, real quick, I just want to jump in. For everybody that's new to the room, if you'd like to see this example live on the computer screen, like Lovely is experiencing right now, you can go to your desktop, your iPad, or your laptop. Type in ice10kvideos.com, ice10kvideos.com, and then you'll see the live icon, and you'll be able to see everything that Don is doing broken down on your computer. If you want to see the directions written down, you can go into the chat as well. All right, back to you, Don.
Thank you. And folks, we have let's see how many people we have in the room. We got 94 people in the room, and some people are kind of still getting the sleep out of their eyes because of daylight savings time. So could you share this in the hallway a few more times so people who are getting up late, they can also take advantage of this information? Miss Lovely, are you ready to get started here?
I am.
All right. So payment number one. All right. We're just looking at the principal and interest payment. And the principal payment on payment number one is how much money?
It's $393.96.
All right. And how much interest are you paying that month on the first month?
It's $504.17.
So listen, you mean it to pay your loan down by $393, the bank wants to charge you $504 in interest just to do that? How fair is that?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay. So listen, congratulations on getting the house. You should have a house, but should you have to pay all this interest? That's my question.
No.
No.
I only want to pay what I borrowed.
All right. That's called a 0% interest loan. All right. A 0% interest loan. That is the very best mortgage you could possibly get is 0% interest. You know what the next best loan is, Miss Lovely?
I don't.
Paying the least amount of interest you possibly can. How's that?
It sounds great.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you a couple of things, and then we're going to go into something else. So let's say we start this loan in January, and you make your payment in January. You don't owe anything until February, correct?
Yes.
So February's principal payment is how much money?
That's the second one.
Mm-hmm.
The $394.87.
Right. So if that's what you're supposed to pay in February, let me ask you a question. I'm just picking these numbers out of the air. Our program tells you exactly how much to pay and when, but I'm asking you about this $394.87. Do you have to wait till the next month to give the bank an extra $394.87?
No.
If you had it, could you give it to them on line one?
Yes.
And if you did, no interest comes out of that money. If you gave it to them in January, said, listen, I need you to apply this to principal. Did you know all $394.87 would go to principal, and you're paid down to line two on your amortization schedule, where you're already down to $219,211.17 on the principal balance? You're already down there. How about that?
That's good.
You just got rid of line two on your mortgage statement for $394.87. It's gone. Your next mortgage payment for February now is on what line of this schedule?
On 3.
Exactly. How does that make you feel?
It's good, but can I ask you a question?
Go right ahead.
So would I add the $393.96 plus the $394.87 and pay it all together?
No, here's what you're doing. You've got to pay the actual mortgage payment first.
Okay.
That's the interest plus the principal. And anytime before the next month, you could pay extra on the loan. Anytime before the next payment's due.
Okay.
That's why they call it a prepayment.
Okay.
Okay. So if you give them, I don't care if it's $2. Okay. Whatever you give them, if you direct them, they need to apply that to principal. So when you do apply that, I'm just picking this number because it's whole amounts of the principal payment. Okay. It's whole amounts of the principal payment when you do that. So now when you do that, look here, you're paid down to line 2 on this. All right. And if you do that, guess what? You're down to here, and your next mortgage payment, and you said it correctly, you're on line 3. You just got rid of one line on your amortization schedule for not the whole payment, but just for $394.87.
Okay, so does the interest go away as well?
The interest of 503.26 on that line is canceled. You never have to pay it.
Wow.
Yeah. Did they explain that to you when you were getting your mortgage?
Not at all.
Not at all. You know, and the main reason why is it wasn't because the folks in the room were hiding it from you. The folks in the room don't know how this works. You don't need to know how a loan works to be a loan officer. Did you know that?
I'm trying to figure it out myself.
But here's what I'm telling you, folks. What we're doing is we love the banks and our loan officers. What we want to do is go in as consumers. We want to go in educated on how this works, and this is why we exist, so you can be educated on this. So let me give you a little test here. Let's say we make our payment on line 1, Miss Lovely, and let's just say you have a little money in the bank, and you say, you know what? I'm going to give the bank the principal payment on line 2, line 3. You're going to add these up, and line 4, all in January. If you do that, what would happen to all 3 of these interest payments? Over $1,500.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused.
Okay.
And I know I'm not going to grasp it at all right now. I'm going to go back and revisit it.
Okay, that's okay.
So if I pay, my mortgage is about $1,200.
Right.
So if I pay all the lines at once, is that gonna go towards the principal, or is it gonna go towards the interest?
There you go. That is a very good question. So here's the thing. You can't prepay interest. This is rent on your money that they charge every month on the first of the month. Okay. Does that help?
Yeah, it does.
These you pay at the first of every month. Now, these you can prepay anytime you want. So if you make this payment in January, right? And you give the bank, and you're looking at the schedule, because did you realize the 503.26 in interest on line 2, you realize that's not mortgage payment.
Right.
These aren't mortgage payment. Mortgage payment is the money you borrowed, and you only borrowed the money on the principal column. This is the money you borrowed, right? Okay. So let me see if I can make it just a little easier. Let's say you make the very first payment here. All right. And you're walking down the street. You're happy the mortgage payment is made, and you find a lottery ticket on the street.
Okay.
You pick up the lottery ticket, and it's a winner. She's a millionaire. Okay.
Right.
And you go to the bank and you say, what? I want to pay off the rest. I know I just made the first payment, but I want to pay off the rest of my $219,606.04. I want to pay that right now. What would happen to all these interest payments?
They would go away, right?
Exactly. So if all of them can go away, why can't just some of them go away? If we just make these payments, just make 2 or 3 of them.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so when I make the first payment, like the $393.96, do I pay the $504.17, and then I can go before the month is over and pay?
Okay, here's what you're doing. This is your principal and interest payment is $898.13. That's what you're paying. You have to pay a full principal and interest payment before you can do anything.
Okay. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every month you owe this, no matter what.
Okay.
And if your taxes and insurance is on top of that, you got to pay that too, every single month.
Okay.
So unless you make a full mortgage payment, you can't do anything extra. So That's why I said if you make your full mortgage payment in January, the full mortgage payment, and now we look at any extra money you could put on in January, we look at that differently. How does that sound?
I'm grabbing it.
You're grabbing it. So now I'll ask it again. We make our full mortgage payment in January. And now I'm going to give the bank an additional in January, $394.87, $395.77, and the $396.68. The principal payments on line 2, 3, and 4. What happens to the interest on line 2, 3, and 4?
It goes away.
It goes away. All right.
When I tell them I want to pay those additional payments, I want it to go to principal.
Yes, you want to tell them you want it to go to principal. That's correct.
Got you. I got you.
All right. All right. So that's what you're doing. When you're making a principal, it's called a principal prepayment. I'm applying this money to principal. I'm applying it to here. Now, here's what we're talking about. This is almost $1,200. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at $1,200 on here, and you owe $220,000, $1,200 doesn't make that much of a difference on your principal balance, does it?
It doesn't.
No, and that's where we're taught to look. And that's what's so discouraging. We're taught to look at the principal balance, but we should not focus on what we owe. We should focus on how much it costs on what we owe. And the way you pay the least amount of, so you cut your interest costs down, that means more of your money goes to principal, less goes to interest. Can I show you one more thing about this?
Sure.
All right. On cumulative, if we take a look at cumulative principal and cumulative interest on column 3 and column 4, are you seeing that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Column 3 and column 4. Let's look at the total interest you would pay, the total principal you would pay in 1 year, just doing it the bank's way, would be how much money on line 12?
It's $4,787.62.
Right. That's how much you pay your loan down by. But how much do they want you to pay in interest to do that?
You said in column 3 and 4?
Column 3 and 4. Now we look at a column cumulative interest. How much interest in 12 months?
Oh, the $5,989.95.
Do you want to pay nearly $6,000 in interest just to pay your loan down by $4,700?
No.
When you add it all up, that's over $10,000 paid out in 1 year.
Yeah.
You got to pay out $10,000 just to pay your loan down by $4,700. Lovely. How fair is that?
I don't like those numbers.
You don't like those numbers. So here's my question. If you already know how much you're going to pay the bank eventually, the $47.87.61, we have to pay them that because we borrowed that money, correct?
Okay.
Do you have to pay it in 12 monthly installments?
No, you can pay it all at once.
You can pay, if you have it, you can pay it all at once, couldn't you?
Okay.
And if you did, would you be paid down to line 12 in 1 month?
Okay, so I can go and take them to $47.87. That would alleviate
all the interest between line 2 and line 12. Gone.
Okay.
How you like those numbers?
Yeah, that's better.
That's better.
And that's doable.
That's doable. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And which means instead of paying your loan down to here and costing you $5,989.95, it would only cost you $504.17. So if you're going to move the loan from point A to point B, do you want it to cost you nearly $6,000 to do it or $500 to do it?
$500.
There you go. So now more of your money is going to principal, less goes to interest, doesn't it?
So if I go and take the $47.87.61, I'll just be paying the principal each month.
No, here's what I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying you have to pay each month. You have to pay the regular mortgage payment. That doesn't go away. Okay. We're not disrupting that. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now to make it clear, I just need you to know the basics of this. Do you have the basics?
I'm grabbing it.
Okay. So
I'm pretty good with numbers, so I'll get it.
All right. So what we're trying to do is just point the pictures out, because I tell you what, I'm not good at numbers. I have Asperger's, so I see things in pictures and patterns. So when I realize these patterns, I'm saying, wow, why are we doing it like this when we could take a look at it and do it like this? We could pay what we need to pay to kill all this interest. It's not necessary to pay all that interest.
Okay.
Okay. So now here's what we need to do. I'm going to now take you into, we're actually going to stop the screen now. And I want to bring up a new screen. Okay.
Okay.
So Kurt is taking that off. I'm going to put on a new screen. And now we're going to take you into something where you can actually see how the program actually works that does all of this work for us. And then it may make more sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now there we go. And we should be able, well, he'll be able to see it when it comes back, and we can bring it back up. Okay. And I just need to, there we go. All right. So now this is what we call our opportunity cost calculator. All right.
Okay, I can't see it.
It will. You'll be able to see it in a minute.
Okay.
Well, it's coming up. It's just a little delay. All right. And so we're going to reset this. And now what we're seeing is this is John and Rebecca Jones. This is their situation. All right. Mm-hmm. And John and Rebecca Jones have I'm going to show you, they have $500 in checking, and it'll catch up. They have $5,000 in savings. They also have a car payment that's $25,000 at 4%. They have a Visa that's $2,000 at 21%, and they've got a mortgage of $200,000 at 6%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now they'll be able to pay off all of that easier, because by using this program, they will not have to pay to the bank $179,297 in interest, and you'll see that on the upper right window. $179,297 in interest they will not pay, and because of that, they'll be able to pay off their mortgage in how long?
7.8 years.
7.8 years. All of that debt.
Right.
This is the same budget they used to qualify for the 30-year loan in the first place. We're going to use that same budget for them to get out of debt in 7.8 years. I'm just going to show you a little bit about what the program is doing. We're going to go back to what we call the action plan. And in the action plan, we're showing how they make their money. The money in green, that's their income. And we just tell the program how much we're making and how much we're spending. When we make some money, we just say, oh, we made $950, that went into our bank account. We click on execute. And when we tell the program that we've got that money, now the program knows how much money we have in the bank, because we just told it. We have an extra $950, and it matches what they have in their bank account at the bank. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. Now, because they have that money in the bank, they have enough money to pay the mortgage payment in their checking account. When they do, we have to now subtract that money, because it's going to be subtracted from the bank, right?
Okay.
All right. Now, when we keep doing that, every time we make a payment or every time we get money in, and then pretty soon we start to see these little arrows in the middle. Do you see that little red and blue arrow?
Mm-hmm.
That's the program telling you what to do. So you read it from left to right. We started in January on this program. So on January 5th, the program is saying take money from the checking account, put it into the savings account, $100.90, because that $100.90 is money they don't need for anything else that month, because they've got all of their bills in here, all the way down, even unto where we have the unitemized budget of $1,300. And in that $1,300, you realize there's some money in there just to be able to spend, to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
In our program, What goes into your program first, the first budget item is how much money you want to spend on your family each month. That's the first budget item, not last.
Okay.
Then we talk about how much you put in savings. Then we talk about making the minimum payment on the debt. And then we talk about paying the rest of the bills, electricity, food, and everything else. But we do not disregard the money that you need to use to enjoy life. That goes in first. How do you like those apples?
Right.
Okay. So now when they're spending all of that money, okay, now the program is going to predict by them putting money in savings. We're starting out in January. We're going to go through February, go through March, but the program is already predicting how much they'll be able to save by just having some fun, paying their bills, and putting the extra in savings. We're starting in January, but this top window says on March 9, they should have enough money in the bank, $3,120 on top of their regular savings to put on debt. Can you imagine that? Taking $3,000 and putting it on your debt out of your savings account, and you're living well because we're not asking you to eat beans and rice 7 days a week. We're not asking you to cut up your credit cards. We're not asking you not to go anywhere or do anything and drive a 30-year-old car and sell pizzas at night. What we're asking you to do is just track your income and your spending and put the rest in your savings account. How about that?
Okay.
When you do, we're going to scroll down to March and see what the program is going to ask you to do. Now, I'm already down to March 9. When it catches up on your computer and we're already down to March 9, I need you to let me know when it catches up.
On March 9, the $1,116.97.
Yeah, it's coming down. It's coming down. So look in the left column, you'll see 3/9/2022 and my cursor.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the arrows here. So the program is asking us to take money. Do you see my cursor? It's on 3/9 and I'm on the savings. So we're going to take money from savings and put it where?
From checking the savings.
Yep, we're going to take money from savings
and put it on the Visa.
How much money?
$2,002.82.
We're going to pay it all off in just 1 month. We paid minimums for 2 months. And now because we have enough money in savings, we're going to take it all out and just kill that Visa card right now. How do you like that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, when we do that, the program will tell you how much money we're saving in interest. Future interest savings is $1,736.34. Are you seeing that? It'll pop up on the screen.
Yes, I see it.
All right. So, so you're saving that much in interest by doing that. And when you do, guess what? We're also going to go down here back to March, and we're also going to take a look at the mortgage line. We paid off the Visa. We're going to now put $1,116.97 on the mortgage, and I want you to see that. Okay. So when we put $1,116.97 out of your savings account, now remember, first in the P.I.L.L method way, first on your budget is how much money you want to spend on your family each month. So you don't have to go around telling folks, I can't afford this. We can't do that. We can't do this. You've got your spending money just to have some fun. That goes in first.
Okay.
That is so important. All right. Now, then the next thing you do is make sure all your other bills are paid. And then any money that's left over, the program's going to ask you to put that in your savings account. Now we're going to take some money that over 3 months, we've stored up $1,116.97. And when we put that on the debt, how much interest are we saving to do that?
Is that the $5,435?
Yep. Now, here's what this means. If you pay the mortgage like the bank wants you to pay to pay your loan down by $1,116.97, that means you also have to give them $5,435.86 in interest. But by prepaying this before it's due, you never have to give them the $5,000 in interest. Okay. That's how you get there in 7 years.
Okay.
By just following the program tells you, save up your money, and it tells you when to apply it. And when you do, you're not only just applying it willy-nilly, you're applying it in such a way, and I'm putting this on the screen. Do you see? Pretty soon, you'll see my calculator on the screen, and then we'll be done. This is the last thing. So we're going to take the $5,435.86 that we're saving. We're going to divide it by the money we paid. 1116.97. Got to back up one. 1116.97. All right. And what we get is we just saved $4.86 in interest for every dollar we put on the loan at this point. So I'm going to ask you one last question. If you gave me $1 and I gave you back $4.86, how many times would you do that, Miss Lovely?
Every time.
The bank has to do the exact same thing. If you do it right, for every dollar you give them, we can show you how you can save $3 in interest, $4 in interest. It all depends on how your situation comes out. But if this was your situation, if you gave them $1 at this point, it makes it impossible for them to charge you $4.86 for that dollar. That's the position we put you in. What do you say?
Awesome.
Would you like to know the month, day, and year you could be debt free?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to our 10K card, which is ice10klive.com, ice10klive.com. You're going to click on that button that says get a savings and earnings report, follow all of the directions. And when we ask you to verify your cell phone number, wait for the code to come as a message. Don't get impatient, because if you keep clicking it, you're going to get more than one code and then they won't work. Get one, click it, and you'll get a code. Put the code in that will let you into the financial form. Put all your information in. Someone from my office will get a hold of you, and we'll be able to tell you the month, day, and year you're going to be debt free, how much interest you will save, and how you can take that interest savings. And we'll talk to you about how you can grow your own family bank with that interest savings and start building generational wealth for your family.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a way that I could come to your office?
Are you in? I'm in Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay, I'm not that far. I mean, is that the only office that you have?
Right now, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But we can do this online. But if you want to come to the office, we can set that up too. Just when you call in, when you're talking to them, say, listen, I'd like to come to the office.
Okay.
Well, actually, we're in Madison, Alabama, but where are you in the country?
In Tennessee.
Where in Tennessee?
Right outside of Nashville.
I think listen, I didn't set this up. In May, guess who's coming to do a seminar in Nashville at the Gaylord Opryland Resort?
You are.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. We are going to be there. But if you want to come down, it's an hour and a half away. If you want to come down to the office, we most certainly talk to you. But if you just want to do this over Zoom or something like that, we'll be glad to help you this way too.
Okay. I really do appreciate you. I mean, this is really awesome. Thank you.
You are so welcome. All right. Are you complete, Miss Lovely?
I am complete.
All right, Jared, back to you, sir.
All right. So one last time, Don, to get the figure out how to meet up with your team. What is the instructions to do?
All right, one more time. Go to ice10klive.com at the top of the page. Click on where it says get a savings and earnings report. Fill out all of the information there. Someone from our office will call you and set up a consultation. Once that's done, you will know the month, day, and year you'll be debt free and how much interest you will save. And we'll talk to you about that. The earnings part is how you can take the interest savings and develop your own family bank so that you can start growing generational wealth. I'm telling you, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Nothing on the planet beats this in dealing with your debt, because it's the only program that focuses on how much interest you can save. And that is the key to not only getting out of debt, but growing generational wealth. Why would you choose any other way of getting out of debt and pay more interest than you needed to pay? Doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make dollars.
Absolutely. All right. Perfect. Everybody make sure you tap in with Don and his team. It's the best decision you can do for your financial outlook. All right. So JP, Pearl, Michael, we are going to rip through your questions because I know we're kind of coming to the end. And it's Don's birthday, so I want him to have time to eat some cake and party with the family. So JP, thank you so much for your coming to the stage. Please let us know what your question is.
Good morning, everybody. Happy birthday, Don.
Thank you.
I just want to thank everybody for this very important information. I'm sort of like in Giuseppe's side, so just real quick.
Yes.
I don't want to take up too much time. I need more of a financial advisor. I owe about $60,000 in debt.
Mm-hmm.
And this is more for the credit guidance possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 closed accounts that average out to about $10,000, with both of them getting ready to fall off. They're in the 6th year. I was in a serious automobile accident, was disabled for about 3.5 years. I kept returning back to work for 6 months and would then go back out on disability, trying to cut my tax in half each year. But now I'm owing about $60,000 between feds and state. And in addition, I again have those 2 debts on my credit. I have currently 1 credit card, which basically I'm just using to purchase basic products each month, like gas and food, and then pay it off to try to boost my credit score. My credit is sitting low, but I'm trying to re-leverage my credit to get back into the stock market and start doing options each week. So I just need some financial direction to what I should do to get rid of this debt from this tax debt, and how can I start to boost my credit score with these 2 closed accounts sitting on my account and waiting for 1 more year for them to drop off.
So, Ms. Credit Goddess, could you give us a quick overview of how that can be done and how JP can touch base with you, and you can definitely help him offline?
Yeah, definitely. JP, thank you for coming up and asking that question. The 2 credit lines that you said it's been sitting on your credit and you're waiting for it to come off in the next year?
Yes, ma'am. But it's weighing my credit score down. It's I'm in the high 5s and the low 6.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Do you have any open credit lines right now?
Just 1 credit card for Capital One.
Just with Capital One. Okay. And what is the limit on that Capital One, and what's the balance?
It's a $2,000 limit, and right now the balance is $300.
Okay. So, and that's the only.
Well, I'm sorry. I owe $300. The balance on it right now is $1,700. That's available.
$1,700 is available, and you owe $300 on that $2,000.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's the only credit card that you have?
That's the only credit card. I purchased my vehicle. I didn't want a vehicle debt right now, so I purchased my vehicle in cash. And basically I just pay for insurance and gas.
Okay. And now the fact that it has a $300, are you maxing out that card, or are you just playing it safe on that card?
Playing it safe.
Okay. So you do need a minimum of 3 credit cards reporting to jumpstart your credit. So because you only have 1, you need 2 additional. ones. And the 2 that is closed out is not weighing down on your score is so old. Anything within 2 years is what's factoring into your score. So it's out of that 2-year range. So you need 2 more lines of credit to actually jumpstart it to get it to the next level. I'm not sure how many other accounts that you have, but do keep in mind that 10% of your credit makes up the types of credit that you have on there. And you want to kind of build up your credit. You want to apply for new credit cards, get new loans and things like that. That makes up 55 points in that category. You need about 21 accounts reporting on your credit to maximize that category. Also, it will also maximize your score based on the payment history and also the length of history as well. So I need to look at your credit profile to see what is making up this score for you. So that way we can put a strategy plan together to build up your credit to where you need it to be.
Thank you. That's what I needed to hear. I'll back channel you and set up an appointment and get this started. And again, thank you everybody for just this very important financial advice. Appreciate you guys.
All right. Jared, who's next?
All right. So Pearl, since we had a chance to touch on your question earlier, do you mind if we pass the mic to Michael? All right, she might not even be on stage. So Michael, last but not least, please let us know what your question is. Thanks for your patience. And Michael, if you're speaking, you're on mute right now. So you just got to go to the lower right-hand corner and click that microphone icon.
There you
I'll get back to you guys. Give me 1 minute.
All right. So we got some stuff online. All right. Kurt, let's do the stuff online. Can we do it? I thought we did anyway. Kurt, you're muted if you're talking. All right. Let me see. Do I have any?
Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was muted. Can you hear me now, Don?
I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you, Kurt.
Yeah, there was a couple of questions online, but some of them came into the room
Okay.
in
Oh.
Clubhouse. So I'm not really certain how many of them were not answered. I started to kind of unstar them, but
Okay.
there's one here from Andrea asking, is there a subscription for the fee for the P.I.L.L method?
That is a very good question. No, there's no subscription fee for the P.I.L.L method. P.I.L.L method is a one-time payment for life. One-time payment for life. No other fees, and there are no extra fees for updates. All updates are free for life as well. We thought about the Bill Gates model,
And she,
but we decided against it. Go ahead.
Sorry, Don, to cut in, but she responded to the message because I think I responded to her in the chat there, telling her some of what you just shared. But she responded, and I think you're going to want to hear this one.
Yes.
She says, I'll be in Nashville in May. I'm in Memphis. Cost savings will be well worth any fee. So she wants to come to the conference, Don. What do you say about that?
All right. Well, listen, 10K. Somebody wants to come to the conference. We've got some information in my 10K card up here. Can you help them out?
It is the simplest question. Now, anyone that want to attend the conference, guys, I want to click on Dawn's card and click on the very top right button. The first 100 clients to get a ticket, we're going to be giving a $100 gift card as a raffle. So every week, we're going to give away a $100 gift card. So go to Dawn's link really quick, guys. Click on the top right button. Send us your information. As soon as tickets are available for sale, we're going to reach out to you first. So click on Dawn's card. Go to ice10klive.com. The top right button that says weekly giveaway. Click send us your name, number, and email for a chance to win a $100 gift card towards the purchase of your ticket. Captain Don, back to you.
All right, folks. Here, listen. We are going to take a week off, and we are going to be working intensely on the seminar that's coming up in May 2021 and 22, and we're gathering great speakers from all over the country. And what we're going to be talking about is developing a spiritual money mindset. And in this time, we've got to have that because, listen, we're trying to grow wealth. We're trying to do what we need to do to buy gas that's going through the roof. Food is going to go through the roof. And I'm telling you, we actually...
I have to pause you.
Go ahead.
I have to pause you. We're not trying. We are. Back to you, Don.
Okay.
We are doing. Back to you.
We are doing, folks. What we're going to be doing is showing you exactly the mindset you need to get into real estate, to do your taxes right. There's going to be somebody there that's going to be talking about credit, building your personal credit, building business credit, having the right mindset. Even in this economy, you can do better than survive. You can thrive even in this economy with the right mindset. And what we're doing is bringing financial professionals from several different areas to talk about not just giving you the what to do, the wherewithal to be able to develop wealth, but having the mindset to do it. We're going to do far more than just telling you about short-term rentals. But what is the mindset that gets you from here to there when the tough times come? I'm telling you, most businesses fail. When the tough time comes, the mindset isn't there to carry them through. And that's what we're going to be talking about. With everything else, we're adding this special thing that you need, along with, listen, how to pay off mortgages in 7 years, developing a passive income, buying and selling real estate, starting a family bank, mindset. We're going to be talking about mindset, because mindset limits or increases your wealth. I don't care what you're doing in any of these areas without the proper mindset, a spiritual mindset, we're at a disadvantage. And that's what we're going to be talking about in May 2022, 20, 21, and 22, 3 days. And it's a family event. The Gaylord is a fabulous resort, and it's family oriented. Bring the family, because we're actually building in a family day to this seminar. Oh my goodness. It's going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. And folks, we're not just doing it one time. We're already talking about the next one after this. It is amazing. And we're going to get everything out in this next week. We will have it up and running, be able to get your tickets for the virtual. The virtual is going to be 10K is that's the virtual is going to be $499.
Oh my God, Don! At this point, I'm gonna have to mute you.
Come on, man.
Hey guys, what's up? So with the spiritual money mindset that's coming up this week, we're gonna have all the tickets available. We're gonna have the general admission ticket. We will have the VIP tickets. We will also have the virtual aspect of it. Coming from experience, and everyone here on stage that has been to seminars before, this is one you're definitely going to want to be a part of. It's going to be at the Gaylord Hotel, which is going to be a beautiful, beautiful setting. It's family oriented. Also, it will be the entire weekend from the 20th to the 22nd. You're going to have speakers from all across the country from different topics. Also, we have a few guest surprises that's going to be there. Guys, here's what I want you to think about. Time, as I always mention, is non-refundable. And the experiences that we gather today, tomorrow, and the day after, these will be experiences that will make up our lives. So next week when tickets become available, guys, everyone that click on the weekly giveaway will be the first to receive a direct link to actually purchase the tickets. We're anticipating selling all tickets in less than a week, so you want to get the tickets early, guys. Our entire team will be down there. There'll be so much fun. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And as you guys know, whenever Don decided to put on an event, just look at what he's doing in this room and compare this in a real life setting. So yeah, the place to be will be in Nashville on May 20 to the 22nd, guys. Put it on your calendar, make it happen. But for now, join the VIP list by clicking the very top right button that says weekly giveaway. At the moment the tickets are ready, we're going to be reaching out to you guys first. With that said, Don, back to you.
Thank you so very much. So we've got we've got everybody online taken care of. Do we have all the questions on stage taken care of?
Yep. So, Michael, we actually have this room. Well, the next one will be on the 21st. We're going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus. Don's going to celebrate spring break with the family. So the next room is going to be on Monday, the 21st. Is it possible for you to come back on the 21st to ask your question as we've run to the end of the show? Michael, is that possible?
Yes.
All right. Hey, Michael, listen, let me say, listen, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. And as a present to you, Michael, thank you. Let me tell me what your question is. Let me see if I can handle it right quick. Come on. Can you tell me what your question is?
I'm a little bit busy, so can I do it on the 21st?
That'd be perfect. That would be perfect. Listen, I try to give out presents on my birthday. All right. Listen, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out today and spending my birthday with me. Oh my goodness. I am so glad that you were here. Jared, will you please do the outros so people can know what a talented stage we have here today?
Absolutely. So, the type of guy you are to give out presents on your birthday. If you're not following Don, you absolutely should. Make sure you click on his profile, give his account a follow. Also, there's a bell icon next to the follow button. Make sure that you click always on, because it's for sure if Don is on the stage, he's around incredible real estate professionals, incredible financial information is being shared, and he is going to be breaking down the P.I.L.L method on other stages of Clubhouse. So you do not want to miss him on other stages. And you don't want to miss him in this room as well. So make sure you click that greenhouse at the top, follow the P.I.L.L Method Club, invite other members in your network. They will appreciate you for it. And also click ice10klive.com at the top. Follow him on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, where he provides information on the P.I.L.L method and difference in these different settings and different types of ways. So if you're on those sites, make sure you're following Don as well, so that when his information is available, you will see it as soon as it is published. And make sure to also subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment, share, like, all of that fun stuff. It helps the algorithm. It helps these YouTube videos be seen by more people. So if you're in this room, go to ice10kvideos.com and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to go through some moderator outros. And as they do so and explain who they are, highly recommend you follow every person on this stage, because your hallway is curated by who you follow. So if you want to see better quality content on your Clubhouse timeline, you should definitely follow every single moderator and listen into what they have to share and check out their replays. Before we go to the moderator outros, Don, I just want you to remind everybody that you have a book that's a bestseller, and they can get that in a 10K card real quick, and then we'll go to moderator outros. So Don, real quick, for those that may be new to the room and might not be aware, tell them about the book.
Excellent. All right, folks, we're putting that on the screen right now.
And Don, if you're speaking, you're on mute.
All right. Okay, Jared, out of 33 million titles, there's one book that talks about what we've talked about here today, folks. Only one that teaches you how to cut your interest cost by 75%, and then let you know that this is a complicated process and you need an opportunity cost calculator to do all the math for you so that you could save the maximum amount of interest possible. This is your textbook for that understanding. The P.I.L.L method, a better way to eliminate debt. #1 on Amazon. Get it today and get your 10K card that goes along with it. All right, 10K, talk to them about that 10K card right quick.
So, simply put, guys, since Don started his movement here on Clubhouse, he's been very wise to have been rocking with 10K cards from day one. And all the rooms that he's been hosting, all the stages that he's been on, there's always one central place for him to send everyone so they can get all the information necessary. You can find his website, you can find the copy of his book, you can find all of his social media, you can find his contact number, you can see how to book a call, you can see how to book his savings and earnings report. Simply put, guys, every link that Don have related to business, you can find it all on his 10K card. He chooses not to keep it for himself. He want to make sure everyone have access to a digital business card. So when you get a copy of Don's book, simply click on his 10K card again, get a copy of his book. When you're finished with that, fill out the savings and earnings report. Because just like Waze is the #1 app in the world for getting you to your destination fastest, it is useless if it doesn't know what's your current location. So that's what the savings and earnings report, guys. It gives your current location so Don and his team can get you out of debt as soon as possible. I'll find you when that is finished. Claim your digital business card. Don prepared for a bunch of digital cards because he want to make sure every person that purchases a book, a copy of his book, gets a digital business card. And it's actually one of the best ways to actually get $100 product, and that is coming through the P.I.L.L method. So if you don't already have your book and your 10K card, guys, click on the link above. Get busy. Looking forward to doing business with you guys. With that said, Captain Don, back to you.
Thank you very much, folks. So go ahead and do that. I also need you to go ahead and click the link above and also click weekly giveaway. Weekly giveaway. Put your name in the hat. So we're giving away a gift card for $100 towards the ticket price to get into our conference coming up in May. So don't forget about that as well. And so what we also want you to do is don't forget to click on our YouTube channel. Go to ice10kvideos.com and click that. You want to help us to get this message out. There are a lot of people that are going to want to come to the conference. There are a lot of people that want to see these videos, and the more people who subscribe and like the videos, more people will see them, and we will appreciate if you will do that for us as well. Thank you so very much. So, Jared, we're going to go to the other moderators.
All right, perfect. So we're going to start from the bottom and then work our way to the top. So you don't have to wait for me to call on you. Just, do the PTR. And as soon as the person in front of you stops talking, go ahead and jump in. So up first is the official lender of the P.I.L.L method, Kenyatta.
Happy birthday, Don. Hello, family.
Thank you.
So, you guys, Don is not only well known, but he's known well. And this man definitely talked about what he was going to give away on his birthday with me. So I know that to be actual factual. He is the real deal. And I am just so happy that he was born, because out of him came this beautiful method that is going to help us to bridge the wealth gap in America. And I can't speak enough about him. So I'm happy that you're here. Next time, bring a friend. And as always, we appreciate your presence and pray that we earn the privilege of your time. And who I am Kenyatta. You can find me at kenyatta10k.com. I am the official lender of this house, the P.I.L.L Method House, which basically means I can help you find a deal as a broker, help you finance that deal as a lender, cancel that deal. Cancel the interest on that deal, because I'm down with the P.I.L.L method, so we can get you in yet another deal. So check me out.
Awesome. 10K, would you like to do a quick intro?
Outro?
Or are you good? All right, he might be away. But definitely tap in with 10K. He's the hardest working man.
Really quick, Jared. No, I was updating the link to say the weekly giveaway and join the VIP list, because there's going to be some who just want to skip the weekly giveaway and they're going to say, hey, look, I want the ticket now. So I want to make sure we give those eager shoppers an opportunity to buy now. So that was done on the card above. So that is done. Hey guys, look, first of all, I always mention that time is non-refundable. So choose your time and your company very carefully. And spending time with Dawn and the family has always been a great decision. And it will only lead to great memories, guys. So whenever you're blessed to be in such a positive environment, take the information, take the knowledge, share whatever you're getting here with others. Because if you help to make your environment better, your life by extension will be better. And then God is going to be happy that he actually sent Dawn on a mission down here. Everyone on earth, in my opinion, have a mission, and Don is well on his purpose, guys. So happy birthday again to you, Don. We're looking forward to celebrating there with you. And next week, we will meet in Nashville to walk over the property, take a couple videos, make a couple lives, and serve it to the upcoming audience. I'm looking forward to this event. It'll be one of the events that's never been seen on any Clubhouse platform before. And I'm just excited to be a part of the process. With that said, back to you, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Well, happy birthday, Don.
Thank you, Kelly.
Looking forward to your call. Can't wait to get started with you and your wonderful brands. I am available if anyone needs me to help them structure themselves properly and build business credit for their businesses. I am eagerly awaiting your call, Don. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your week until you jump on here again. I have a sneaky suspicion I'll find you somewhere on these clubhouse streets.
Yes.
I thank you for hosting space in this amazing platform that you created, and I'm encouraging and inviting everyone to like, comment, and share uh, on other social media platforms, such as Don's YouTube page that I'm doing so right now, and commenting on the wonderful presentation that he hosted today and he does every time he opens this room. So if you need to know more about me, please feel free to message me and follow me on Instagram, as I'm here for your service. Thank you so much, Don, for this space.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right, hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Jared Albritton. Check me out on my bio. Check out my 10K card, jared10k.com. I'm active on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Clubhouse, and Instagram. So check me out on all platforms and check out the replays in my bio. If those topics interest you, then I would recommend giving me a follow so you can be in these rooms real time. And then also, I will be in Don's room every day that it's open. So we're going to be taking a break March 14th to the 20th, but we'll be back March 21st. So make sure you click the greenhouse at the top, turn the alert on for Don so that when we're back in action, you can be in the room. We do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern time, and Sundays at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. All right, I'm going to pass the mic to Tracy.
Good morning, family. It's been a while. So good to see everyone. Happy birthday, Don, and congratulations on being a 5th-time bestseller.
Thank you.
Awesome. And congratulations on all the lives that you're changing. You are doing such great work, Don. And hello, Queen Tiffany, Mr. 10K Cards, and Jared. What a great impression of Mr. 10K you did earlier. That was amazing. That was incredible. I'm Tracy Oriomi. I'm a financial educator. I help women see light at the end of the tunnel by helping them to grow and protect their money, eliminate their debt, and increase their cash flow. We all want to increase our cash flow, right? Especially eliminating some of that interest. So this year, I'm focusing on helping more people get out of debt because 1 in 3 Americans are losing sleep at night over their debt. And 25% of Americans say debt is hurting their family relationships. That's a problem. So I'm helping people get out of debt this year, because it's hard to be happy when you have all that weight of debt on your shoulders. So DM me the word debt free if you would like a strategy for getting out of debt, and I can help you with that. That's all I have. Thank you so much for allowing me to share. It was great being back in the room today, and I hope everyone will have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you. Back to you, Jared.
All right, all right.
Come on, Kurt, we got you.
I wanted to make sure I wasn't muted.
Yes.
This is always a great room, always a good time to be able to be here with the P.I.L.L Method crew, sharing. Man, the value here is exponential. I don't even know how to describe it. I want to just say this in my outro that I am not only the producer here, not only the official live video strategist for the P.I.L.L Method room. If you want to do anything live video, if you want to do some production type services, definitely tap in with me at kirk10klive.com. How do I always forget to put my own link up on the screen? How do I always?
Come on, Kurt, you can do better.
I gotta do better for myself.
Yes, sir.
But the other thing that I want to say is I'm also a client. The P.I.L.L Method. When Don puts that opportunity cost calculator up on screen, I'm always looking at my own, trying to follow along, trying to learn new things, learn new tips, tricks, best practices, because I'm on my way. I'm on my journey to paying off not just my mortgage, but everything: student loans, car loan, mortgage, everything in about 9 years for us. And my wife and I are trying to figure out ways to chop that down to 7. So this thing is real. I'm not here to tell you this is not pie in the sky. This is real, y'all. This is real, and it's worth every penny, honestly. So I'm saying that both as a means of just saying to folks, this is good, but also just to say thank you, Don, for what you're doing in these spaces, and to say happy birthday to you. God's richest blessings on you as you celebrate your birthday. Don't take that for granted, man. Every day I mean, at some point you will share your full testimony. I remember seeing pictures of you with all kinds of hoses and stuff coming out of your mouth, and you have a story that is powerful. And I think that's one of the reasons why you are doing so successful in the online space, because you're willing to share that story with people. And that's what is having impact. That's what's adding value to these principles and practices that you're teaching us. So kudos to you, Don. Again, happy birthday. If you were not here earlier, you missed the song, and I'm not doing it again. So have a blessed Sunday, everybody.
Catch it on the replay.
John, we have someone on stage that just joined us. Mr. Jonathan Bing, how are you?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for stopping by.
Jonathan's here. Listen, Jonathan. Listen, man, because I know how busy you are. We're doing some outros. I know how busy you are, but could you tell us a little bit about the Get Access tour, and not only that, but the podcast as well? Oh my gosh, it's blowing up.
Hey, well, Don, it's more about you today, man. First and foremost, happy birthday, my brother, man. And so I want to say that to you, man. And I'm not gonna do the song, so Kurt, I guess Kurt handled that for us earlier, so I'll let that suffice. But yeah, absolutely, man. I am excited to be here on the stage with you, talking about the P.I.L.L method, man. As you know, I was a hard. I was a. I guess I was an opponent. I was not for it at first, and you sat me down and you got me to listen, and I begrudgingly became a fan of it. So and anything I can do to endorse it, I would definitely do for you. Happy to see that you're putting this out there and spreading this message out to everyone and getting the message out far and wide. But I'm just excited to be here, man. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Jonathan. And you got an event coming up next week.
Jonathan, do you want to tell anybody about the Get Access tour real quick?
Sure, guys. We're Miss Cooper, myself, Cindy Stumpo, guys. Cindy Stumpo is our guest speaker up in Boston, the 18th and 19th of this month, which is next Friday and Saturday. We're gonna have a great time, man. Great location, great food as always. And Cindy Stumpo, we're gonna has joined us. We have Candace Henderson have joined us as well. Daphne Johnson, myself, Miss Cooper Los. We're gonna be just giving people access. We're gonna do a bridge version of the play as well. Just a lot of great things happening, guys. Just getaccesstour.com. If you guys want the tickets for that, we're gonna be in Boston, guys, and we're gonna actually give a lot of people a lot of great access. A lot of people have attended this event already and gotten a lot out of it. Also, if you don't mind, guys, the Debate the News podcast, Don, you mentioned that,
Yes.
guys. With the help of Tiffany up there, YCEO, guys, as we started a podcast with Debate the News, and we do Debate the News weeknights on here on Clubhouse. Man, oh man, it has taken off, and Tiffany can speak to you guys about that. The numbers are freaking incredible. We're already at first weekend, like consider in the top 50% of all podcasts, and and that's without any marketing or making people brand awareness. People are finding it and they're consuming it all over. Finland, Sudan, Tanzania, Sweden, UK, India, Australia, Canada, guys, just all over the place. They're consuming it, and it's just what's happening with that podcast is just incredible. So, you can find that at debatenews.com, but that podcast has taken off. And Tiffany could actually speak to you guys about the stats on that. But yeah, absolutely, a lot of great things, guys. So the stage is filled with a lot of powerhouses. You guys got Jared, Tiffany, you have Kenyatta. You guys have all these people, Credit 911, and of course Don Valley, all these guys. So if you guys aren't following them, make sure you guys follow them because I'm using a lot of resources on this stage to actually grow my business and maintain my presence. Thank you, Jared.
Thank you, Jonathan. All right, Jared, back to you, sir.
Make sure you follow Jonathan as well. Tap in with Get Access Tour, the podcast,
You're
and also
muted on
the Ever Does a Room on the
Clubhouse,
Play.
All right.
Go ahead, Jared. Sorry.
Okay, we lost Jared.
We can't hear you that well, Jared.
So who did we leave off on?
Credit
Goddess.
Come on, Credit Goddess. Come on with it.
Hey everyone, great room as usual, as always. My name is Rosalora Lewis, also known as Credit Goddess. I am all things credit. I'm a credit score improvement strategist, business credit consultant, and a credit educator at Beefree University, and the official credit expert for the P.I.L.L Method crew. If any of you guys that are interested in my services, you know where to reach me. There's a number on my bio. I need you to send your name and your email address to 888-557-5778. There will be a link that will be sent to you to book your consultation. Consultations are not made in the text. So we definitely need to book a consultation and go over your credit to tell you exactly what you need to do with your credit. Whether you hire me for services or not, you will be empowered with the information that I provide in that analysis. If any of you guys are interested in business credit to grow and fund your business, definitely tap in with me as well. Send your name and email address to 888-557-5778. And if you want to look into any of the services that I'm also offering, go to creditgoddess10k.com. Thank you guys so much for being here. Happy birthday, Don. It's great that you're working on your day. Listen, there's no days off for entrepreneurs. So thank you for your presence and the knowledge that you're sharing with the audience. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye.
No, actually, okay. Miss Valley.
Hey everybody, it's Tiff. Queen Valley is on the phone, and we know how to take the lead and tap in.
Yes.
I'm Tiffany, the Wise CEO here on Clubhouse and off. I'm Tiffany also. They don't know the Wise CEO. They're like, who? We know you're Tiffany. I love serving our leaders here on Clubhouse. We're doing some amazing things, and we have a really strong, supportive community. Make sure you are connected because it's amazing where you'll go and the spaces you'll be in. And it is it is my absolute pleasure to serve in this house with Mr. Don Daniels, who is celebrating his amazing birthday. He's like a dad to me, so I really appreciate you. He pours into me spiritually. He prays over me and for me. And it matters because my dad passed away several years ago, and it just makes me feel so good. And then Mr. Jonathan Bean, who I've been working with, and he works with all the powerhouses on Clubhouse. And I'm really thankful and grateful for that opportunity. I'll also be at the Get Access Tour. I bought my ticket. Y'all make sure y'all tap in at getaccesstour.com. I'm excited. I have never been to Get Access Tour. So I'm really excited about attending that also. And I will see you all on the internet because I'll be here working because now I am what? The bank. Where's my sister? There's Kenyatta. I'm so excited, guys. I have been in the commercial lending space for a very long time, but not as a lender. So it is a truly, truly amazing dream that has come through true for me. I set that as my goal for 2022. And I said, I'm doing it in 2022, stepping out into the deep. And that I did not take lightly because, when you shift, then your income shifts with you. So I'm just really excited because I'm scaling really fast. I have a great list and people have been very open and receptive. And thank you guys for being here on Clubhouse consistently. It matters to us and we appreciate you. So tap in if you want to connect with me. You can go to wiseceo10k.com, but I'll be announcing my new platform for your loans very soon. And I'm really, really excited about that opportunity. So thank you all so much. And thank you, Mr. Jonathan Bing. I know that Don is excited that you are here on his real life birthday. Real life birthday. Happy birthday. And you know what? Kurt, for real though, I really need to hear this song again.
Uh-oh.
I need to hear you sing again, brother. Come on. Mr. Jonathan Bing does not know the breadth and depth of what you did to us. Come on, anointed man of God. Come on in. Please do it come on, y'all. Tap your
Don, you're muted on Clubhouse.
Don, you're on mute.
All right. He says you're gonna have to. What do you say, Kurt?
Listen, if we got time for one more rendition, I'll do it again.
Well, let's do one more, and then we're gonna take it out.
I'm in the hotel, like the business office space of the hotel I'm in here in San Diego. So I just got to kind of look around. I don't know how to sing soft. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Don. Happy birthday to you. All right. Happy birthday, Don.
Hey, Kurt, Marilyn Monroe has nothing on you, bro.
Oh, man.
Hey, listen, everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming out and sharing my birthday with me today. Don't forget to click on the button at the top, the ice10klive.com, and the button at the top right is we want you to put your name into the weekly giveaway VIP list, because we're going to be in Nashville, Tennessee, in May 20, 21, and 22 for our conference. Is going to be off the chain, and so we want to see your face in the place, and you'll get an opportunity to win $100 off your ticket. So we want you to make sure you put your information into that contest, so to be a part of it. Listen, folks, we're going to be back here. We're going to be off a week. We're going to be working on our thing for the next week. And Jonathan, I don't know if you know this, but I plan to be there only for Friday in Boston. I've already got everything booked, but I won't be able to stay for the whole thing. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how somebody will be able to take advantage of the VIP ticket that I bought, because when I leave, I'm coming in on Friday and I'm leaving out early morning the next day. Somebody will be able to take advantage of that ticket that I bought, if that's okay with you, Jonathan.
Of course.
All right, excellent. So we'll find somebody. We'll find somebody to bless with that ticket. Thank you, everyone. We're going to see you in a week. We're going to be working on our conference in May. We're going to have all sorts of information for you when we get back. So enjoy yourselves for the time that we're going to be off. I'm looking forward to seeing you again on not this next month, not this coming Monday, but the next Monday. That's the 21st?
21st, yes.
On the 21st. All right. So everybody, thank you so very much. Thank you for coming in for my birthday. We're going to see you on the 21st. So Kirk Nugent, take us out, my brother.